I just roam 7 seas, I just walk 7 lands. I am a human being, but power rests in my hand. I think I just made a fan. Came a long way from lunch tables. I challenge this man, I rap, I win. I challenge this man, I rap, I win. I challenge this man. Fist fight, it ain't right, but I just killed off his clan. Living off the scraps of old heroes isn't super. Matter of fact, it makes me the janitor. Mopping up the blood and sipping wine on my canister. But ain't a drink alive can make me feel I can handle this. Bigger things to fret on, I've been stressed on. Body getting torn up, get the abs on. Listen, my socks dirty, my shoes white, my Glock 30. When I rap, I'm a shooter. Stop bitching and write something. Time is made up, but it's time to...
Hello, Mad Hatters. It's your girl, Nikki New, aka Nick to the New, aka Nick Murder, because I'll be killing with the truth, creating a fan of Are You Mad? The podcast for the people. So here at Are You Mad, we're changing the narrative of mental health from a Black woman's perspective, one podcast episode at a time, while keeping you mindful in 30 minutes or less. So happy new month. Happy May. Okay, May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And during this month, since I'm not going to say missed, but since we were away and focusing on our own mental and emotional health, I felt that it's only right to touch on maybe some aspects that we might have missed for the month of April, which was Stress Awareness Month. And with stress, obviously, that ties into our emotional and mental health. So what better way to get that kick started? Now, I'm going to be talking a little fast, primarily because my devices are not all the way charged. And that's my bad. However, we're not going to let that deter us. Okay. So let's get straight to it. All right. So like I said before, April was, because we're now in May. So April was Stress Awareness Month. And obviously there are a number of factors that cause stress within the I always focus on the African-American experience, so within the African-American community. So what I actually happened to do was take a moment to break down all the different age group and how stress shows up in our everyday lives. All right. So we're going to get started. All right. So first age group is age group 18 to 24. Age group 18 to 24. I should have wrote that down. Should have that down somewhere. I should have had an extra banner ready, but let me write that really quickly. Probably can't, and it's all good. So age group ages 18 to 25. So what does it say? It says when you look at younger adults, a lot of stress is tied to figuring life out. Obviously, right? Finances, identity, even discrimination. So over half report depressive symptoms. Okay. And that tells me stress isn't something they feel, it's something they're developing in. All right. So let's get more into more hardcore details. That was like a quick overview of that age group, kind of like a quick summary, excuse me. But let's get straight into the statistics, because again, I was creating a graph because I'm really big on visuals. I'm a visual person, so I like to provide visuals for my other visuals learners. All right, so again, ages 18 to 25, it says that over half of Black young adults, about 53%, report moderate to severe depressive symptoms, okay? And again, a lot of that is tied to financial stress, discrimination, and so forth and so on. So, no, excuse me. That's not it. I need I apologize, guys. I'm like trying to hurry up because I know that at any moment now, this thing could just say, and die. And we don't need that right now. Okay. So let's get back to it. My bad. All right. All right. Perfect. This is what I needed. Okay. So again, back to age groups 18 to 25. Okay. So if you're between the ages of 18 and 25 and you identify as an African-American or within the African diaspora, it states here that 75% report experiencing racial discrimination, stress. 60% report financial stress, education, job instability, and higher exposure to community trauma. Okay, we'll leave that up. We can come back. We can go back and break these down in more details, but I just want to kind of get the hardcore raw data out there. All right. So again, 53% report moderate to severe depressive symptoms. This is in the body, how it shows up in the body. Okay, so 52% report moderate to severe depressive symptoms, 8% higher suicide attempt rate versus peers. Since when, but that, anyway, early cortisol imbalance, stress, hormone disruption. That's so bottom line, stress starts early and becomes biological is what they're saying. And this is taken from the Mental Health America 2024 HHS Office of Minority Health. Okay, so this data was collected as of 2024. Next age group, ages 26 to 34. Wish I had more visuals for you because I'm a visual person, but I'm sorry, this is just raw data right now. Okay, so ages 26 to 34. What's causing the stress? Well, it's showing up in the body. 70% report financial stress again. Damn, we going through it anyway. 40% report workplace discrimination. I was in that age group, was it? Yes. Oh, no. I passed. Well, yes. The workplace discrimination is very real, reported by Black professionals, and limited access to culturally competent care. This is ages 26 to 34. So their stress is now now kind of shifting towards competent care. Competent care is crazy that we have to stress that we get competent. Just to be competent, just have the basic understanding as to what it is I'm going through, bro. Okay, so how it shows up. How it shows up is 20% experience mental health conditions yearly. All right. 1 in 5 experience anxiety disorders. 36% less likely to receive treatment. I'm going to put a pin there and we're going to come back to that though. All right. So the bottom line is starting to show up high pressure, low support. Okay. Now this research was gathered. These statistical facts was gathered from Pew Research between 2022 to 2024 Mental Health America. All right. Now we're going to go up again. Next age group is ages 35 to 44. All right. This is long as I got my suit and tie, I think, right? Or is that 26 or 34? Whatever. Okay, this is grown and sexy, 35 and up, 35 to 44. What's causing the stress? 2 times more likely to experience stress linked to economic strain. I don't need to specify that anymore. I think that's very self-explanatory. Increased caregiving, very real, right? The elders around you are starting to get need a little bit more care. Now we have to take on roles as caregivers. Family responsibility stress. Adulting really starts to get real, and ongoing systematic. You already know. Ongoing systematic inequity. Nonetheless, how it shows up in the body, higher. That's all it says. It just says higher. It just shows up in the body, higher. Don't know what that means, but we're going to get more information. Wait, where's the rest of the data on this one? Anyway, so again, we had ages. I'm going to just do a quick recap because this is a fast one, and I just want to get the stats out, and we can come back and process this and digest this later. But I just want to get it out there. So again, ages 18 to 25. Okay, stress in the African diaspora. That's what I should have had in the. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Oh my God. Diaspora. Okay. I had to sound it out for a second. I will. Goodness, come on. All right, my computer. Come on. Thank you. All right. While that's taking us time to load up. Yeah. All right, so we're going to go back and do a quick recap while this is loading. Excuse me. I apologize if you see my nails. My nails are not. I've been talking about this for a while. But, yeah. Okay, boom. So let's go back over the stress in the African. Oh, my God, I put 2 F's in African. God. I beg you, let me correct myself. Are you going to keep that up there? Okay. I'm trying to remove it. Wow. Hey. Thank you. I'm so sorry, guys. I hate to do technical stuff while I'm trying to get straight to the nitty gritty. Like, that's so aggravating to me. Like, what are we doing? Bro. Okay. Just one African. All right. I'm kind of like, enter, please. Okay, so let's get back to it. While that figures out what it wants to do, if it wants to do it. Stress in African diaspora, ages 18 to 25. Okay, what's causing the stress? All right, they're reporting it. Let's do a quick synopsis. We've already gone over the raw data. So let's just do a brief overall recap. Okay. All right. Jesus. Sometimes you can have too much information, and that seems to be what's going on right now. And I'm like so fixated on the time. All right, cool. Quick breakdown. Age group, 18 to 25. All right. It's bothering. Okay, let's see. All right. Jesus. That took too long. Because before I do this, I need that there. Okay. Not it's showing up twice. It just made 3 banners for me. All right, whatever. Is it here? Okay, perfect. Stress in the African diaspora. God, that took too long to come up. Okay, quick recap. Ages 18 to 25, okay? What basically stood out is that over half of Black young adults, about 53%, report moderate to severe depressive symptoms. It's kind of sad, especially with that age group. This is supposed to be the age group who should be optimistic, right? Should feel unbreakable. But the fact that they are feeling moderate to severe depressive symptoms, that's speaking volumes. So we definitely want to keep our eyes and our ears and our prayers and support towards that age group. Age group next up, 26 to 34. Okay, as we get older, it doesn't necessarily go away as far as the stress. So about 1 in 5 adults experience anxiety, and we're also less likely to receive support, even when we need it. That right there is a little disheartening. That right there is a little disheartening because I think that we're in the age of information where we have access to almost everything at the tips of our fingers, where we don't even have to go into doctor's offices anymore. We literally can just telehealth, just talk to someone or get the support just through our phone. So that's something that I want to encourage this age group to do. Or if you know anybody in that age group, if you know anyone in that age group that can use some support, definitely take some time out to work with them. And if you don't have the time, you already know what you can do. You can always visit arghumad.com and I will make the time just to work with any young adult that is ready to receive support. Okay? Because that is very sad if you know you need it and you're experiencing these things, but you're less likely to receive it. So that means you're just internalizing that. And again, that can present itself in other ways in our life. It can show up in different ways in our life, okay? But, one day at a time, all right? So it's basically saying now it's pressure without relief. All right, so ages 35 to 44, by this stage, stress starts showing up physically, okay? Heart health, inflammation, things like that. This is where your body starts saying, I've been holding this for too long. So again, here at Argh U Mad, we are balancing, right? For one, we're changing the narrative of mental health from a Black woman's perspective, one podcast episode at a time, but we're also balancing our minds, our bodies, and our souls in a practical way that suits our lifestyle so that you can slowly start to release these stress, right? Relieve these things, connect back to self-center so that we can move efficiently in the manner in which we're intended to move. All right. And age 45 and up, it says, and over time, that stress builds up, okay, to the point where it contributes to major health issues like high blood pressure and chronic illness. This is what happens when stress doesn't get released, it gets stored. Okay. So this is obviously why we encourage movement. This is why we always encourage talk therapy or just support, finding a support group, just just anything that you can do to start coming back to yourself and kind of reminding yourself that, wait, I do matter, right? I am a human being, right? And what is affecting me or what is bothering me actually does it. I should pay more attention to it. Shouldn't ignore it. I shouldn't just, sweep it underneath the rug, because guess what? You can sweep it underneath the rug while you're 18 to 25 and even between 26, right, to 34. By the time we start hitting 35 to 44, that's when it starts to show, all right? And obviously, they say black don't crack unless you smoke it. But I learned that from somewhere and I always say that. But let's not allow the stress, right, to crack us. And that's basically it. That's all I have. I want to keep it short and sweet. Today is Sunday, May the 3rd, 2026. My name is Nicole, aka Nikki New, aka Nick to New, aka Nick Murder, because I be killing them with the truth. Creator and founder of Argh U Mad, the podcast for the people. So please be sure to stream the podcast or wherever you listen to podcasts. And sure, if you really rock with what we're doing, or if you really are in support of what the movement is, I would definitely recommend going to argumad.com, signing up for the newsletters. And if you want to show extra support because you're like, you know what, I like this lady, I like what she's doing, I'm kind of into what she's got going on, and I want to support her, I want her to keep going and be encouraged, feel free to purchase some merchandise, all right? And or there's other ways that you can support the movement. But that's all I have for now. Hope you guys have a blessed Sunday, fun day. In the meantime, in between time, are you mad?